Hello, I am D-Man, and today we are going to go through the top 10 most controversial characters on Total Drama. Now, what do I mean by controversial? Basically, these are the characters with the most divisive fans. Some people loving these characters, and some people absolutely despising these characters. Now, you'll quickly realize that often the most well-known Total Drama characters are also the most controversial. And one last thing, just because these characters are controversial doesn't mean they're bad. In fact, I actually like all the characters on this list. It's just these characters have got controversial moments which some people really dislike and some people do like. Anyways, let's waste no more time and begin the countdown. Number 10. Zoe from Total Drama Revenge of the Island and Total Drama All-Stars. Now, Zoe's run in Revenge of the Island is mostly seen in a positive way, and personally I have to agree, I quite like Zoe in Revenge of the Island as well. It's her Total Drama All-Stars run which is where all the controversy is at. Most notably, people see her as being both too physically capable and challengers without much explanation, but also being too naive to mount schemes, which makes her, as a finalist, feel not as well deserved to some people, especially since Mike is also the finalist as well, so in a way it feels a little redundant to have her there. And for me personally, I kinda agree, to be honest, but oh well. I respect you if you disagree with my opinion. Anyways, number 9. Gwen from Total Drama Island, Total Drama Action, Total Drama World Tour, and Total Drama All-Stars. Alright, it's time to start talking about the love triangle. This is gonna be fun. But before that, let's talk about her in action, because she isn't entirely left without controversy there either. Most notably the whole Gwen and Trent breakup. Now, I personally believe that was mostly Trent's fault that Gwen broke up. However, I did find Gwen's behaviour in episode 5 and 7 of season 2 a bit questionable. Anyways, World Tour. In this, after Duncan returns into the competition, Gwen and Duncan secretly kiss in the confessional while Duncan and Courtney are still a thing. Eventually, Courtney finds out and drama ensues. I mean, it is cool to drama after all, so it's kind of fair. To me personally though, the bit that actually bothers me the most was her in All-Stars, most notably where she denies that Courtney and Duncan were still a thing, when her and Duncan kissed in the confessional World Tour, which is just kind of interesting to say the least. And I find her trying to get Courtney just kind of nah, but that's just my opinion. And don't worry, we'll get back to the love triangle later. In the meantime though, let's look at number 8. Sierra from Total Drama World Tour and Total Drama All-Stars. Now, to be honest, there's only one reason Sierra's character is so controversial. It's her stalking and harassment of Cody, and especially Cameron, who she hallucinates as Cody. Now, all this is a very subjective piece of comedy. I mean, most people don't seem to like her a lot in All-Stars, and even in World Tour, some people don't like what she does sometimes, and to be honest, I kinda have to agree. I mean, harassing anyone, a woman, or a man, is not okay. But you could also argue she does improve and develop by the end of World Tour, and you could also argue her loyalty to Cody is unmatched. And I'll give her that. It is kind of a shame All-Stars ruins that development, but that's just that sometimes. Number 7. Beth from Total Drama Island and Total Drama Action. Now, for Beth, her run in Total Drama Island is liked well enough. It's all in TDA where things get interesting. Most notably for Beth, it's the fact that she ends up being one of the finalists in this season, which many people feel as if there are other characters in the season which deserve that spot more, such as Lindsay and Harold, as an example. The thing with Beth is, for me personally, she just feels like a secondary character for a lot of the season, with, you know, the focus being like not having braces and then talking about her boyfriend Brady, which, despite being actually real, still tries to date Justin and actually kisses Harold, which is, you know, all interesting, and you could argue reasons why Beth isn't super well liked. However, some would argue that she also gets some decent development in this season, despite that. Like, once Lindsay out the picture, I will agree, Beth gets good development, so that's that. Number 6, Chris McLean, the host with the most. Now, I think it's kind of obvious why the host of the show is a controversial character. He's, after all, the main antagonist of the entire show, and he's just fueled by greed and sadism the whole time. And now, for some people, including myself, Chris McLean is a very charming host with a lot of great lines. However, you can easily see why people would hate him, especially in the later seasons, because, damn, like, especially in Back to Allen, Chris is fucking evil. Like, he just, like, in that, he just doesn't even care if they die. Like, he doesn't care if anyone on contestants die. It's like, wow. Which I think is a pretty fair reason to put him on this list. Like, don't agree with me here, right? Number 5, Ezekiel, from season 1 to 5. Now, this guy is controversial. I mean, I made a video about his descent into madness, and there are many comments on that video. Still the scene where he says men are stronger than women. Some say it's sexist, some saying it's just biology, that men are naturally stronger than women, and some saying that it's based. Obviously, though, the other big controversy with Ezekiel is his burial stage from World Tour to All Stars. I mean, it's fair to see why. It does feel weird seeing what was once a human become basically a zombie, and it's kind of sad and depressing to see. All I'm gonna say is let's hope Sean never sees him, eh? Number 4, Dave from Total Drama, Pahkitew Island. Now, I was actually originally going to put this guy as number 1, however, I do feel like he's more seen as disliked rather than having many fans and many haters, which is why he's only number 4. But this guy is still controversial, especially when it comes to him and Sky. Both Dave and Sky like each other, however Sky wants to win the competition first, and Dave becomes overly persistent in trying to get her, which results in lots of drama, and then Chris gets involved and makes things even worse, and it's just a big disaster. Dave's actions in episode 9 and 13 are also just not well liked at all. However, some people can't help but feel a bit bad for him. Personally, I kind of feel bad for him as well, and actually kind of think he's funny. I think he's funny in episode 9, but that's obviously just my opinion. Anyways, we're now down to the final 3. Number 3, Duncan from Total Drama Island, Total Drama Action, Total Drama World Tour, and Total Drama All Stars. Oh boy, back to the love triangle. Duncan, well, he was the one who actually, well, cheated on Courtney, which obviously doesn't look too great for him. Other than the love triangle, though, some people don't like his treatment of Harold in Island and Action, and some people also find his All Stars run a bit of a derailment of his character, and people don't like the fact that it ends with him in jail. The thing is with Duncan as well, he's also seen as a very cool character, very charming character by a lot of people in the fan base, and he's also known to have a soft side too. So, nice and divisive, eh? But not as divisive as number 2, Mike from Total Drama Revenge of the Island and Total Drama All Stars. Now, like his girlfriend Zoe, he's seen in a mostly positive light in Revenge of the Island, although some could argue he should have told Zoe about his multiple personality disorder earlier. And speaking of his multiple personality disorder, many people would argue that it's not a great depiction of the disorder, especially how in the finale of All Stars, Mike's soldier is killed from pressing a button. It just doesn't work like that. It just doesn't. And yes, now also being a controversial villain only makes Mike himself more controversial. It also kind of implies that all people with multiple personality disorder have an evil personality, which is not true. The thing with Mike though is like he's a nice guy and he has like a nice relationship, and so like there is good to this guy. This isn't a bad character. It's just controversial, eh? But there is one character, in my opinion, which is more controversial, and that is number 1, Courtney from Total Drama Island, Total Drama Action, Total Drama World Tour, and Total Drama All Stars. This is a character where I feel like you either love or hate, and there's no in between. From her sudden villainy in Total Drama Island Special and in Total Drama Action, as well as being fairly abusive to Duncan in Total Drama Action, the whole love triangle stuff on World Tour with Courtney, while yes, should be rightfully upset with what happened, some would argue she goes too far with her pettiness and stuff like that, all the way to Sunday, Money Sunday, and All Stars. This is definitely a very divisive character. I mean, some people do enjoy her villainy in action, or sympathize with her in World Tour. And some people just find her a annoying, selfish, bitch, hey, but I suppose you can have a show called Total Drama without some drama and controversy. And sometimes that is part of the fun after all. Like, this is all very interesting to discuss. And speaking of discuss, if you have something else you would like to add, comment down below. I hope you enjoyed my top 10 list, and if you did, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Total Drama related content.